A man vanished from his own apartment. No forced entry, no signs of struggle, and the only person who saw him last never looked suspicious. At least, not at first. This case confused investigators for months, because everything about it felt wrong. Not messy, not chaotic, just empty. 24-year-old Daniel Harper was last seen on a Friday night. He had plans the next morning, messages left unread, calls unanswered. By Saturday afternoon, his family knew something was wrong. When police entered his apartment, they found something chilling. Everything was in place. Keys, wallet, phone. It was like he stepped out for a second and never came back. There was only one lead. His close friend Marcus. Marcus told police he visited Daniel that night, said they talked, laughed. Then Daniel left around midnight. Simple, clean. But here's the problem. No one saw Daniel leave. No cameras, no witnesses, nothing. Neighbors said they heard nothing. No argument, no noise, just silence. Too much silence. And Marcus? He stayed calm. Too calm. Police had no evidence, no reason to charge anyone, so the case went cold. Until months later, a video appeared online, and what people noticed in it changed everything. The case was cold until someone uploaded a TikTok, and one comment blew it wide open. A missing man, no evidence. One last person who saw him alive, and nothing to prove he was lying. Months later, a true crime page posted a recap. Photos, timeline, interviews. One image stood out. Marcus, inside Daniel's apartment, calm, relaxed, talking to investigators. At first glance, everything looked normal. Then someone commented, pause at 012. Look at the mirror. That was it. No explanation. But people got curious. They paused, zoomed in, looked closer. At first, it was hard to see. Just a blur, a shadow. But the more people analyzed it, the clearer it became. Something was on the floor, behind Marcus. In the reflection, something human. The image spread fast. People enhanced it, brightened it. And then, they realized what they were looking at. But by then, it was already too late. A single reflection exposed a killer hiding in plain sight. A missing man, a suspicious friend, and a detail hidden in a mirror. When the image was fully enhanced, there was no doubt anymore. In the reflection, on the floor, was Daniel's body, inside his own apartment. At the exact moment Marcus was speaking to police, authorities couldn't ignore it. They reopened the case immediately. This time, they weren't starting from zero. They had something they didn't have before. Proof. Marcus was brought back in. At first, he denied everything, but the pressure built fast. The image, the timeline, the inconsistencies, his story started collapsing. Finally, he confessed. An argument turned violent. A moment he couldn't take back. He panicked, tried to cover it up, even standing in that apartment, with the truth behind him, thinking no one would notice. But someone did. Not a detective, not an investigator, just someone watching a video. One comment, one detail, and one mistake. That solved everything. That reflection wasn't just a mistake. It was proof. And once people saw it, there was no going back. A missing man, a trusted friend, and a detail hidden in plain sight, missed by everyone, until the internet found it. When the image was fully enhanced, there was no doubt anymore. In the mirror, on the floor, was a body, unmoving, unmistakable. Daniel was still inside the apartment. And the most disturbing part, Marcus was standing just feet away, talking to police, answering questions, calm, controlled, while the truth was right behind him. Authorities saw the image. This time, they couldn't ignore it. The case was reopened immediately. And suddenly, everything changed. Marcus was brought back in. Same questions, same story. But now, there was something different. Evidence. The timeline didn't match. His statements didn't hold. And the pressure kept building. At first, he denied everything. But the image kept coming back, frame by frame, detail by detail, until finally, his story cracked. He admitted it. An argument that turned violent. A moment of anger he couldn't undo. He panicked, tried to clean the scene, tried to control the story, even standing there with police, believing he'd gotten away with it. But he missed one thing, one angle, one reflection, one detail. He didn't think anyone would notice. The case that went cold was solved by a comment, not a detective, not a witness, just someone watching closely. One comment, one reflection, and one mistake. That exposed everything. The case was closed. The confession was made, but not everyone believed it, because some people think that reflection doesn't prove what you think it does. A man disappears, a friend confesses, a mirror reveals a body. Case closed, right? Not exactly. Online, a new theory started spreading. At first, it sounded crazy, but the more people looked, the more questions it raised. Because that reflection, the one everyone trusted, might not be as clear as it seemed. Some viewers pointed out something strange. The angle of the mirror didn't fully match the room layout. The lighting seemed inconsistent, and the body shape, it wasn't perfectly defined. Some believed it could have been something else. A pile of clothes, a shadow distortion, even a trick of perspective. Because reflections don't always tell the truth. And once that doubt was introduced, people couldn't unsee it. Then came the biggest question of all. What if the confession wasn't as solid as it seemed? Was it pressure? Fear? A moment of breaking under interrogation? Because history has shown, not every confession is the truth. And if the reflection was misinterpreted, then everything changes. The timeline, the evidence, the entire case. Which means the internet didn't solve the mystery. It might have created one. Because here's the unsettling part. If that reflection wasn't a body, then what was it? And if Marcus wasn't telling the full truth, who is? One comment solved a case or started a story we still don't fully understand. So what do you think? Did the reflection reveal the truth, or did it fool everyone?